The chair recognizes the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Poe, for 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, Sunday is Mother's Day, where we honor our nation's mothers. My mom is still alive. I got to know my grandmothers, both of them, till they died in their 90s. My 3 daughters all have children. But I want to talk about a mother that most Americans probably have never, ever heard of. Her name was Maddie Ripkowski. Let me tell you a little bit about her and her family. She is a first-generation Polish immigrant. Back in the 1800s, the Polish community came into Texas through the port of Galveston. They settled there while Texas was an independent country. In fact, some Poles voted or fought at the Battle of San Jacinto, where Texas won its independence from Mexico in 1836. But Maddie Albrecht was born in 1896 in Texas, and at the age of 17, she married Stash Ripkowski, both newlyweds, another small-town guy from New Waverly, Texas. They started raising a family, Maddie and Stash. And after several years, this was their family. Yes, Maddie Ripkowski had 16 children, 4 daughters and 12 sons. They were all born by natural childbirth with a midwife except one. And they lived, this whole family lived in southeast Texas in a small 200-acre farm near Dayton, Texas. Maddie, the mother, the wife, made sure that during the Depression all the kids never went hungry. And she taught them the basics of life, a true grit, the work ethic, belief in the Almighty. And they worked hard, everything from picking and cotton to tending to animals to hauling corn. And every child was expected to do their work on the farm, which was self-sufficient. When 2 of the Ripkowski boys got to be in high school, they were excellent football players. And you know, Mr. Speaker, Texas is known for its football teams all the way back to the 1800s. But 2 of them were so good that the local high school football coach knew that they had to work on the farm, but the school hired 2 farmers to take their place and work the farm so the 2 high school football stars could play for Dayton High School. Dayton is a small Texas town that loves football. The 5,500 people there, they go to Friday night football. The stadium seats more than the entire town population. But anyway, back to the Ripkowskis. They never missed a meal. And in fact, Maddie was so adamant about family that they all ate together 3 times a day. Now, can you imagine preparing a table 3 times a day for 18 people? 16 of them kids and 12 of them sons. As the Depression ended, World War II came. And as World War II came, Maddie, having taught her kids service to America, all 12 of her sons joined the United States military. They served in all branches of the military. They served either in World War II or Korea or both. Every night, Maddie would write one of them a letter. She would say the rosary every night. She would pray for all of her sons. And miraculously, all 12 of her sons who went to war for America came back. There has never been another family with that many sons from the same parents who joined the United States military. She instilled in them those important values of country, God, and family. The Ripkowski family was quite a remarkable clan of Texans. Mrs. Ripkowski, Maddie as they called her, her kids grew up to all marry. She knew all of their spouses and many of her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. The fruits of Maddie Ripkowski's labor produced honest, hard-working, God-fearing patriots. One test of motherhood, Mr. Speaker, is how a mother's kids turn out. Well, Maddie passed the test 16 times with her 16 children. They all turned out to be wonderful people. In fact, 6 of them are still alive. I had the opportunity recently at a ceremony where we honored a Vietnam veteran with the Medal of Honor at a post office, where 6 of her kids came to that reception. And the youngest, Annie Lee Campbell, who's now 80, and I talked about her family, about Maddie, about growing up with this remarkable woman. And she showed me numerous photographs of their family. I was also there with one of the sons, Mike, who talked about their family, Polish immigrants, and how they have all turned out to be successful and how they fought for America. Before the conversation was over with Mike, I asked him, I said, what did you call your mother all those many years? And he said, well, of course, I called her Mama, and I also called her Ma'am. No kidding. Remarkable lady, Maddie Ripkowski, and we honor her and all of America's mothers this Sunday for their lives and dedication to motherhood. And that's just the way it is. I yield back.
This has been a Sunfish production.